Alright. Welcome, y'all. I'm gonna go over baby Emmanuel's case. Trying to get the screen good on here. Let's see.
Friday brought a major development in the case of 7-month-old Emmanuel Haro as his parents were arrested. And police have now released new videos and
Closer.
his parents, Rebecca and his father, who supposedly missing on August 14th, are now behind bars charged with murder. Even though Emmanuel's body has not yet been recovered, the charges show us investigators no longer believe he is alive. We've gathered several new details that may shed light on how authorities reached this conclusion, along with dramatic video from a tense scene outside the Haro family's home. This case is still developing and the road ahead looks far from finished. So stay with us as we continue to follow every turn. So as we reported Friday, Jake and Rebecca have been arrested and we now have some closer footage of those moments outside their home. Take a look.
You evil girl. How do you do that to your baby, man? The whole public is outroared about this. But not them too. Look at that piece of crap. Oh, it's too tight. No, it's too tight. Oh, good little baby. Oh, his feet hurt, guys. His feet hurt because he has no shoes on. That's so sad. Where is baby Emmanuel? Where could he be, man? Also, how long has he been gone? Because I feel like it was way before the kidnapping. Oh, gosh, darn it. We gotta watch an ad, y'all. I'm sorry.
Tired of weak offers from your sport?
Skip.
They conducted a thorough search of the Haro family home, even bringing in scent dogs. What they reportedly discovered is deeply troubling. A large amount of blood inside the residence. For an immobile infant like Emmanuel, such a finding strongly suggests that something occurred. And it's unlikely to have been the result of an accident. Adding to the mystery,
what the heck?
Emmanuel were said to have
hey guys, we're just watching over the Emmanuel Haro case. We're kind of doing a little catch up.
He truly been gone.
Police continue to search for the body of 9-month-old Emmanuel Haro.
He was reported missing. He was kidnapped. Apparently, she was punched in the face. But we all know that's not true. The dad killed him. He confessed.
Could his death have occurred days or even
but
weeks
also the
before
brother died inside the home.
At this point,
so
investigators haven't confirmed
I don't know.
And no credible sightings of Emmanuel have been officially reported, including from the ball field where his parents claimed to have last taken the infant before the alleged abduction. And now we can say alleged murder.
Yeah.
No relatives have reported seeing Emmanuel in recent weeks either, which suggests that Rebecca and Jake may have had plenty of time.
They've had nothing but time, y'all.
And dispose of crucial evidence.
Lauren, sources tell News Nation not only that there was a lot of blood inside the home, but that all the photos of Emmanuel.
Yeah, the photos and the clothes gone out of the house.
Clothing had been thrown away. How long do we think this baby
might
have been dead?
I think that we are suspecting actually quite a long time, according to
probably at least a month, y'all. At least.
When the last time Emmanuel was seen, we're hearing various dates, some even saying as early as August 3rd, but there's no sighting that we have known of the day of this. Now we don't even have to say alleged kidnapping. Well, I guess alleged kidnapping still, but you know,
alleged murder in this case.
Who does this?
Right, exactly. Thank you, Elizabeth.
Why would you do this?
We are seeing this sort of pattern of like, it's been quite some time since baby Emmanuel has been seen. So who knows when this alleged murder now actually even happened. As we shared earlier this week, baby clothing was also allegedly discovered in a dumpster near the family home. While authorities have not confirmed whether the clothing belonged to Emmanuel, the fact that none of his clothes were found in the house only deepens suspicion. We're also learning new details about what may have happened in the days leading up to the reported abduction. Sources indicate that Rebecca and Jake Haro may have actually been scouting the Big 5 parking lot beforehand, specifically to assess the surveillance camera situation. It's been reported that
Okay, so I think maybe 3 to 5 days before they went and checked out that Big 5, I think that is when Jake Harrow unalived baby Emmanuel. And they needed a story. I believe her black eyes, Rebecca's black eyes, I believe that was also caused by Jake. I think. That's my opinion. And then they needed an alibi. So they went and checked Big 5. But what they didn't know is other places besides Big 5 has cameras. So she was seen tripping, you guys. She fell. She didn't get hurt. Hey, she didn't get hurt. Someone didn't say hola and then punch her in the face. So that's not what happened. She fell. And this is crazy.
the days prior, the Haros either called or visited the shopping center, claiming something had been stolen from their vehicle. And what was their alleged purpose? To find out whether cameras were watching the parking lot.
Exactly.
As it turns out, the Big 5 itself had no cameras pointed at the parking lot. But what the Haros may not have accounted for, actually maybe considered, is that other nearby businesses did.
They're
including
so
a clothing
dumb,
store,
y'all.
a jewelry
They're
shop,
so
and even a
dumb.
restaurant across the street. Those cameras, investigators say, could end up being critical to the case.
I don't think baby Emmanuel was ever at Big 5.
It starts with nutrition.
I think they got rid of him way before that, and that was their alibi.
We've learned that just days before the reported abduction, Rebecca and Jake Haro were seen at the Do It Best Home Center in Beaumont, California. And according to these reports, they attempted to purchase a tool known as a sawzall. The store didn't have one in stock, so no purchase was made.
What the
Now we can't
heck?
say for certain why they
A
wanted the
saw,
Maybe
y'all?
it was for a project.
A
When you
project?
face
What
that
project?
attempted
Jake
purchase
look like a
with the
Build-A-Bear to
backdrop
you?
of murder
No.
charges, your mind goes in unsettling directions.
You think?
Possibility that it could have been intended for something far darker.
Oh,
horrifying.
God. But they found all that blood in the house. What
And
was the
sadly,
blood to?
There is precedent for violence in this family.
Oh, my
Jake
God.
Haro has been accused in the past of severely abusing another one of his children.
Yeah,
a
his
baby,
daughter.
leaving her permanently disabled.
10-week-old daughter,
unable to
y'all.
see, speak, or walk. Meanwhile,
Oh,
Rebecca reportedly
gosh.
has no relationship with her two
How is
oldest
he
daughters.
out? How did
Taken
he get
together, it
out?
raises questions about their capacity for parental care or lack thereof.
He
What
should have
makes
never
this
been a
all the more
dad.
chilling is how both Rebecca and Jake presented themselves publicly. They stood on television side by side begging for help to find their son. But if prosecutors are right,
She had no
that
tears,
entire
you guys.
story
She
was
was
a
crying with
fabrication.
no
They
tears,
cried,
by the way.
pleaded, and portrayed themselves as desperate parents, all while allegedly knowing what really happened to Emmanuel. Anyone who can carry out such an act and then so convincingly lie to the public leaves open the terrifying question, what else might they have been capable of?
Oh,
So
man.
what happens now that Rebecca and Jake Haro are behind bars, many experts believe investigators will work to turn the couple against each other. We know from Jake's past that he's no stranger to shifting blame onto his partner.
Oh my God. He's a
Pattern that
coward.
could easily resurface in this case. But given his history of violence, it's very possible he was the one who harmed baby Emmanuel. And according to Elizabeth Vargas, while I was on a panel for the Elizabeth Vargas report, she claims Jake is responsible for the alleged murder.
Sources tell
duh.
News Nation that police believe the father killed the baby, and they say it happened inside the home.
So if
that proves true, the big question.
so if Jake unalived the baby Emmanuel, then how is the mom also charged with murder? Because she didn't say anything? Or did she help? What do you guys think? I don't know.
Becomes whether Rebecca, now separated from Jake behind bars and facing serious charges herself, will finally break her silence and tell investigators what really happened.
Rebecca's not going to tell on
This
him.
investigation may hinge on whether one of them decides to talk. In the meantime, the search for baby Emmanuel's
What are
body
those?
continues. Authorities are following
Is
up
that a
on
face?
multiple leads, including a dam in Paris, California, and a landfill in Beaumont. One of the reporters who has been on the front lines of this case from the very beginning, Ahmed Beozo, has even been tracking down tips himself. In fact, right after he filmed one particular lead, sheriff's deputies arrived at the same location to investigate. Take a look.
Ahmed Beozo, we have made it to
You guys, he is
California on
amazing.
TV,
This
where
guy is
Rebecca and Jake
amazing.
Carl were seen here at the Sanctuary Church in Yucaipa, California, and it was midnight. My constituent and source was driving with family. He said he observed Rebecca and Jake Carl driving up and down Fifth Street in Yucaipa on the 12th at midnight.
On the
Okay?
12th.
You see Rebecca pushing a black stroller here to the back of the property.
What?
You can see just how vast this property is here on the Tira. Rebecca was seen pushing a black stroller through the property here, and you can see there's rocks there. There's a whole layout on the Tira. There's containers over there, homie. There's a tree.
Okay, they need to check this area. They need to check this area. And remember, you guys, that baby Emmanuel was only 7 months old. So he was still little, you know? Like he was still a little baby. So they need to check. I would move all those rocks that you guys just seen pile. I would move all of those. That little circle, where is it at? Right there. I would look inside of that. You have to just look everywhere at this point. The dumpsters they were talking about, I would go back there and look back there. In the dumpster, that's hard though because they dump, you know, the dumpster gets dumped. But I don't know. I would check literally everywhere. He's 7 months old, you guys. He's little.
Here as well, and then you can see this property is very, very vast on the Tira. And so the question remains, what was Rebecca and Jake Carl doing here at midnight with a black stroller on this property? And so we get closer, you can see police should really take a look at this portion of the Tira, homie. Wow. Just wow. There is a hole in the fence here. There is a sewer drainage here. I mean, it's just a vast, there's a box. Oh, goodness. It's literally enough for you fine folks to get a cadaver team out here in Yucaipa, homie.
They just need to get people to just come and search everywhere, y'all. They gotta bring him home. They gotta bring him home. He's 7 months old. He's had not a good start to life, y'all. He deserves to be home.
Here on 5th Street and Yucaipa Boulevard at the Sanctuary Church, homie. There is a drain here. You
They
can
need to
see
look in there.
that there is in fact a drain here on the Tira. Now you see here
Oh,
on
it goes
the
all the way
portion of the
in.
drain, there is dirt here. There's another small pile here. Doesn't look like it would be anything, no. If police wanted to come out here and look, this would be a very, very good place to start. The sheriff deputies have now entered the chat. So you can see them here. They are going. Baby, bring the flashlight. You guys come over here. You can see here now, San Bernardino County Sheriff deputies have now entered the chat here. We don't know if it could be possibly an animal, or we don't know. And so thank goodness that the sheriff deputies have now entered the chat here.
Oh, they found something.
To try to figure out if we can, in fact, get some answers on the tira. How you doing? I'm gonna follow the deputies here. Do you mind if I walk with you, deputy or sergeant? Okay, so. Okay. That's fine.
The crime scene.
It's right. It should be right there by the.
Everybody in the community is doing more work.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It would be a small home.
No
It
offense.
should be a little makeshift cross.
I support our men and
Hopefully
women,
right.
but when it comes to baby Harrow,
There's a hole
the
there.
community is the one who got it
According to
started.
Detectives are also looking into the grandmother, who may know more.
Yeah,
than
I
she
think
has
this
shared
girl's
publicly.
evil too. She
Christina
did
Tanner
something.
speaking with
or she
reporters
knows.
after an emotional, but now investigators suspect
He would never
she
hurt
could have
nobody.
key information about what
Okay,
really happened
psycho.
to baby Emmanuel. Ahmed's dedication to this case really has been remarkable. He's out in the community daily.
You guys, he's
gathering
doing
footage, speaking
so
with witnesses,
good.
And pushing out updates that have helped
And
investigators.
he's not,
down
I
the
think, I
case.
believe
Many locals
he's got
who might
cancer
hesitate
as
to approach
well.
Law enforcement feel comfortable coming to him with tips. And that's been instrumental in keeping information flowing. What
Hmm.
makes his work
The
even more
community,
extraordinary
again.
is what he's facing personally.
Yeah.
Ahmed is battling cancer and just days ago underwent a bone marrow biopsy. Despite that, he continues to put
You
himself
guys, he's
out
still
there,
fighting.
often in
That's
extreme heat,
amazing.
even fainting from exhaustion at the Harrow home during their
Yeah.
arrest.
That's him right there on the ground, y'all. He got too hot.
Yeah, he fell hard.
Oh my gosh. You guys, this isn't gonna stop. It's not gonna stop until they bring him home. God bless him.
Yeah, I'm on medication for high blood pressure. I'm on steroids for cancer, chemo. No blood thinners, no opioids, no benzos, nothing.
Wow.
Super high.
Yeah, thank you.
3, 2, 1, go.
Through all of this, it's clear he has a deep compassion for Emmanuel, and his coverage has helped keep the public in the loop. If you want to follow his reporting, you can
Somebody
find him
need
under
to
the name
find
On the
him.
Tira across all platforms. After the scene settled down, on Friday evening, the community gathered outside the Harrow family home with softly glowing candles. The vigil was a solemn reminder of the heartbreak surrounding this tragic case.
Oh
A vigil
my
for
God.
baby Emmanuel drew dozens in Kavanaugh.
This is
Many
heartbreaking.
relieved by his parents' arrest and in anguish over the 7-month-old's whereabouts.
We just wanted to get together and kind of show them that we are here for baby Noah. He deserves the justice, and I'm really hoping that
This breaks my heart.
Investigators unfortunately do not believe Emmanuel is alive. The baby's parents, Jake and Rebecca Harrow, were arrested Friday morning on suspicion of
We're gonna
murder.
have fun with y'all in jail.
More questions. Because, like, how, as a parent, like, even just as a person, can you do it to a child?
The
Yeah.
arrest comes 8 days after
He's
the
known
scene, claiming he was
Little
kidnapped
evil
outside
son
a
of a-
Big Five store in Lucaica. The San Bernardino Sheriff's Department says Jake and Rebecca later stopped cooperating.
It's not even real. Look, no tears are rolling down their face. He looked like, oh crap, I'm about to get in trouble again.
4 months, so I mean, kind of gets old for us because, you know,
Oh.
it's ourselves.
All hoping for some answers and justice for baby Emmanuel.
Hopefully, we find the baby. That's what
God,
we
this
want.
is
we want to know
so
what
sad.
happened to Emmanuel.
Darsha Phillips, NBC4 News.
And we will continue to follow every development. It ensures right here until the day baby Emmanuel is found and the justice he deserves.
Okay, So let's go to, I really like her, but let's go to crime scene photos, Emmanuel Harrow. One day ago.
Breaking news, breaking news. Come on in, folks.
Let's see what this one is. I like him too. He's really good.
Breaking news, breaking news. Come on in, folks. Come on in. JLR and Magnolia investigates. Continuous coverage of little baby Emmanuel. Whoa, so much to talk about, folks. We have a treasure trove of new information.
That's the
centered
house,
around
right?
the case of this
Yeah, that's
missing
where they were all
7-month-old baby. Presumed dead. This is crazy, folks. This
Bruise
a crazy
is lightened.
case, and
That is
more
not a
and more
fresh
new
bruise.
information is coming out
And the day
in
she
real
had that,
time.
it was
We
also
have
not
the
fresh.
crime scene photos that have been shared by TikTokers. This is nuts, folks. Come on in. There's so much to talk about when it comes to this case. Listen, Rebecca just gave a jailhouse interview in the Riverside County Jail, and she's still claiming the
I will not
baby
give up on my
was kidnapped.
baby.
She's
Oh my
still claiming
gosh.
she hasn't.
She must
confessed.
not know that
It's
Jake told.
insane. Insane.
She must not
She
know
is
Jake
maintaining
told that he.
that the
Let me pause
baby
this.
has been kidnapped. There's a new
Hold on,
report
JR.
out by the San Bernardino.
Wait. So she is still saying that her baby was kidnapped, right? I don't think she knows that Jake Harrow has already came clean about killing the baby. And then went out and took police on the side of the 60 freeway to say that's basically like where they put Emmanuel's body. But yet I will not give up on my baby. Girl, you are not a mom. You will never be a mom. And real moms would never have let a man who has priors anywhere near their baby. So you stay where you're supposed to be, right there, and get what you got coming to you. Because
Son,
sick.
who interviewed her in jail. This is nuts. This is nuts. How in the heck can she still claim at this point that this little baby boy has been kidnapped? Are you kidding me?
Disgusting.
Are you kidding me? Little baby Emmanuel has still not been found, folks. And TikTokers and bloggers and streamers
Look
are
how big
going around
their
the
property
in
is.
the last couple of days, taking photographs. Their back door is completely open, and this
Wow.
baby hasn't been found. Where the heck is the Riverside County Sheriff's
Yeah, why
Department?
do they-
Where the heck is the San Bernardino County Sheriff's Office?
Why do they not have that like blocked off? Why is it there's not police blocking that off? Why is there not police present outside of their home? Why did they not search that house? They were there maybe, I mean, behind the scenes, who knows, but from what I seen, they weren't there very long, and I didn't see them searching for very long. So,
What's going on here? The baby has not been found. Presumed dead. We know that. The baby has not been found. Both parents arrested on this case. We know that. They both were sent over to the Robert Presley Detention Center in Riverside, and then over the course of the weekend,
he's messing up a little
has
bit.
been shipped to a new detention facility.
Yeah, closer.
To the home here in Amazon. It's a wild case. We're going to show some crime scene photos. We're going to keep the conversation going and talk about this insane case. There's another CPS.
What does that
report
say?
open
Jake is a
on the
good father
parents.
who would never hurt a baby. You're an idiot.
This is insane. This is nuts. So this is
Their
some of the
eyes
footage
are
by
empty.
SF
Look at their
Investigations
eyes.
out there giving you the footage
Evil,
out
man.
there. He's been doing an excellent job. He's a licensed private investigator based in California. I think he has a private investigation license in multiple states. He has found missing people in the past. And he's sharing some places of interest along the property.
Wow.
We've shared this before. We're gonna kind of keep it as a backdrop.
That's
to have
all
this
theirs?
Conversation going. And I appreciate all of you in here. I saw 1,100 people waiting before we even started. So, yeah, this is a big case.
Yeah.
The mayor Ukaipa speaks
My
out.
heart's break.
The mayor of Ukaipa put out a statement. I'll actually read this statement that the mayor put out, and then we'll get into the crime scene photos that TikTokers
All right, so let's read
are
this.
sharing on.
Our hearts break for baby Emmanuel, but let me be clear. Law enforcement has found no evidence of a kidnapping in Ukaipa. The parents live in Kapazon, where they were arrested. Sorry about that. The only connection to Ukaipa is the story they were told, which investigators now believe are false. Okay, so did this happen in Ukaipa or did this happen in Kapazon? Because that's two different jurisdictions. So that could become a problem and complication. We are grateful to law enforcement for their swift work. And while the case remains deeply tragic, I want to reassure our residents that there is no indication of an active threat to the public safety in Ukaipa. So they're basically saying that when the parents came out and said that their child, Emmanuel Harrow, was kidnapped, they're liars. Because that right there, this whole statement right here, is basically saying, yeah, no, there's nobody to be scared of. There's nobody out running around saying hola, punching you and taking your child. That's not what happened.
Read the statement that the mayor put out, and then we'll get into the crime scene photos that TikTokers are sharing on the thing. It's just nuts. The missing flyers are all around the property. It's crazy.
Also, the missing flyers said missing child. Or missing kid. Sorry about that. Missing kid. What? Your child's missing and that's what you put? Missing kid? Crazy.
Flyers. The missing kid flyers. You know, all that was a hoax and nonsense committed by Jake and Rebecca in custody. Prime suspects arrested. 187 murder. But here's what, here's coming from John Thorpe. John Thorpe is the mayor of Ukaipa. Mayor John Thorpe. Our hearts break for baby Emmanuel.
We're gonna go on here because I already read that one.
The baby was murdered in the home. Nation came out there. Now, News Nation's the only one I really see with a report like this.
That's true.
Claiming that the baby could have died there or been there for a month. No one has seen the family, or no one has seen the baby for a month. Now, there's other people that are claiming that some of the family of Rebecca didn't even know this baby even existed.
Yeah, they didn't even know she had a kid, y'all.
Thank you, Tom and Lauren. Appreciate that. Nice to see you. How's everything in Florida? Hope everything is well. Gifted membership courtesy of Tom and Lauren King. Thank you. Very grateful for that. We are.
I can't wait till my channel blows up, man.
So much to talk about. There is so much.
I don't even know how any of this YouTube stuff works, but people just blow up for the craziest stuff.
I'm shocked to the core that police are not. Now this is old footage, but they're not there.
No.
They're not there right now, and the baby has still not been found. Riddle me this: how is that even possible?
Seriously.
Look at this first photo here.
Is that a bear?
TikTokers are taking photos. They're going around the property. TikTokers have gone to the back of the house and literally.
If that baby was inside of there, if baby Emmanuel was in that house or around that,
where apparently there's
they just have people in and out.
There and they're like doing a crime scene tourism.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Inside the home and around the property, and somebody guiding people around saying, "Hey, look at this, come on in," like it's a tourist attraction. Are you kidding me? A tourist attraction at this home? Where's the police? People are just going up.
And if this turns out to be like the actual crime scene, they've just contaminated the whole scene.
They're really close taking pictures. Now, here, they might have a right to be there because unless they got permission from the other property. This appears to be on the side of the property. The property has like a fence. It has a fence on the left side of the property. On the other side, it belongs to something. It doesn't belong to them. So really, you can really technically, legally, I mean, until the other property owner says no trespassing, but you see the sign there, it says no trespassing in reference to their property, the Harrow. But these are some of the footage out there that some of these TikTokers, this says that Carla Elias 33, people are there, but there's also photos in the back of the house going in and showing you like inside of the house. Now, what's very strange about this whole situation, ladies and gentlemen, is that
that's the stroller they were about.
Now, what is this? What is this right there? A stroller in the back. Whose stroller is that?
Didn't they say in the other video that she was walking the baby?
The stepdad is there
with the stroller.
Property from people vandalizing or burning.
They need to do
a people that might burn this house down. You don't support violence whatsoever.
Forensic on that stroller.
People there that are literally like out front of the house. People, but no police. No sheriffs, no police. There's no police out there. So how do you go? Now let me ask all of this.
That's crazy. There's no police there?
From having the crime scene set up on Friday at the day of the arrest, right? They came in the morning. We all saw the video. Perp walked and chained them, which was good to see. We need more of that. They were out there coming out in their, he's coming out in his boxers, underwear. She's coming out half dressed, both barefooted, or I think she was wearing flip flops. He was barefooted.
Shoes. Should have been barefooted.
A massive crime scene set up. Right? Where they were actually preventing people. They were actually pushing everyone down the street a little bit, right? But some course during the day, right? Yeah. Rebecca was seen pushing that stroller behind the church on August 3rd. Yes. Jersey Girl, yes. Seen.
I don't blame the stepdad for protecting his property.
During the course of the day, Friday.
I can understand that. But also, did you know what the hell was going on?
They left all
Rebecca's sticking to her story because she's guilty. They're both guilty. He's already admitted to killing him, though.
Makeshift memorials built out, but nothing. They all vanished. But how in the world are you going to do that when they're claiming that the baby has not been found, yet they're suspicious that something
bad. It doesn't make sense. They're contaminating the crime scene. Yeah, exactly.
On the carpet, unless it's a false report, unless it's not true. And they're reporting that Jake killed Emmanuel and there was blood inside the thing. But how in the heck are you just going to release? Is the crime scene released? Or are they taking the weekend off?
Yeah.
They're going to be back there tomorrow.
No, they're
we
gone.
Still don't know that. In the meantime, we're
I haven't seen police come back at all.
Keep the conversation going when it comes
to
the
case
case
check
of
everything.
Missing Emmanuel, presumed dead. This little boy deserves to be found.
Yeah,
so we can get a proper burial here. A proper burial. But here we go. Look.
Oh my God.
Photographs. People are literally they're taking photographs inside the house. Wow. Some people have been caught popping the fence. There has been numerous police calls to the location over the course of the weekend. They've been there like 5,
the stepdad's
6,
there.
7 times. I lost count. We're definitely monitoring this. We've got screens up and everything like that, all the boards, all the chat. Look, this is some inside that general area where police look. Now, if you could freeze this slide right here, Magnolia, let's concentrate here because this is on that area where we saw the aerial footage by SF Investigates, private investigator SF Investigates, right outside this little building here. On, if you're facing their home, it's on the left there, right there by the fence. There was a officer or a detective fiddling through the trash there. It is believed that possibly something happened to Emmanuel inside this building here. There's multiple different buildings and attachments here. Something happened to this poor baby inside this. Now look at that. It's weights and gym. Looks like, it looks like an old storage type thing or whatever like that. This is crazy. This is crazy that people can go back there and this boy hasn't been found. Here's the thing I have to say about this is if authorities go back and it hasn't been released, and it just people are trampling all over the place. Dude, the crime scene has been compromised at that point. Wouldn't you think? And then would this be a chance for making Rebecca to get off? Because she's maintaining
I
her
swear, if they
innocence.
get off, that's
She
gonna be
has
crazy.
not confessed. She has not confessed.
There's no way.
So you still have a missing baby, presumed dead. They have enough probable cause to charge these two with the death of Emmanuel without the body. Usually that takes a while for law enforcement to do right on the rip. Probably because of the blood and whatever other evidence they have. Probably surveillance that indicated that that child was no way, shape, or form in the Yucaipa area. Whatever other evidence corroborated by witness statements, family members, people that talk. I don't know what they have to determine little Emmanuel's dead. But at the same time, it's not been found, and you have a house that
Do you think
like
they will be
crime
sentenced
scene has
longer
been
than 10
released,
years?
because
You
if
did
it
in federal
hasn't been
court.
released, how in the heck is this happening? How in the heck is this happening where people can take pictures at a scene?
Longer than
And
10
if they go
years,
back,
they need the body.
And lawyer Hughes,
They need to
Vincent
find
Hughes,
baby
whoever's
Emmanuel to
representing
make the stuff
these
stick.
two
Unless
individuals,
they
public
have
defenders, I'm
really,
assuming
really,
they're
really
public
good
defenders, they'll have
evidence,
rights to, they'll have all
they are
types of
gonna
legal,
need baby
you know,
Emmanuel.
justification. You're saying the crime
Which
scene
is,
has been
let me make
compromised.
this.
We need this evidence suppressed. You know, yeah.
So, I keep seeing people say, it doesn't matter about the body. Right? They tell me, well, he already admitted to killing him, so it doesn't matter about the body. That's a lie, you guys. It matters about finding his body. Baby Emmanuel was 7 months old. They gave him the worst childhood for those 7 months that we could probably, our brain's probably not even capable of even going there. You know what I mean? What this poor baby had to endure. Another reason he needs to be brought home, simply because he's a baby and he deserves to be rest in peace. You know what I mean? He doesn't deserve to be out there somewhere where nobody knows where he is. Number 2, they need his body because with the body, they can do the autopsy. With the autopsy, they can find out what exactly happened. When they find out exactly what happened, they can charge them accordingly. Right now, murder with no body, that's so hard to find a guilty or a verdict on because there's no body. Unless, like I mentioned, unless they have really strong evidence that says and can paint a picture, then I don't know, y'all, because if they don't come out with something quick, I have a feeling they're going to get off. But there is court, so we will go over that video as well. After, I'm going to watch this one, and then we'll watch the one where the Jake Caro admitted to killing baby Emmanuel and took the detectives to that spot off the 60 freeway. They still have not found baby Emmanuel. It is still an ongoing investigation. Court starts today. Like I said, we're going to finish watching this one. I'm going to try to stay here. I really want to cover this story. As a mom, it's just really, he just needs to be found. It's not right for him to just be out there, and they know where he is. They planned this. They unalived baby Emmanuel, and they threw him somewhere. So we're going to watch this one. We're going to watch the one where he takes him to the 60 freeway. Baby Emmanuel was not found that day. I don't know how long they searched that area, but to me it wasn't long enough. Seems like they're just in and out of these areas for some reason. And then after that one, I want to go to JR's page and see if, because I know he is covering the court today. So that is going to be kind of the agenda. And then we'll kind of talk about it. And then just see how it goes. This will be the longest live that I think that I've done. So I'm going to try to do longer lives. It's still new to me, and I'm not 100% comfortable with them yet, but I'm going to start working on it.
How can you let people there at the crime scene? Things like that. It is absolutely insane. Frank Rizzo, I saw your comment earlier. Do you think they will be sentenced to longer than 10 years? You did in federal prison? Absolutely.
If
one, Jake's getting his probation revoked.
oh yeah, he's in
And all
trouble.
that suspended sentence he might be on the hook for that previous child conviction. No.
Okay. Remember that Jake Harrow was recently on parole for a prior child with malice case and cruelty. His daughter was 10 weeks old. He said that he was giving her a bath in the sink and she slipped and fell and hit the chest into the middle of the sink. I'm calling BS on that. Also, that she had fractured ribs as well as healing broken ribs. She had bleeding. She had hemorrhaging. She had a skull fracture, I believe. And she cannot see. She cannot talk. She is in a wheelchair. He is a very truly, truly evil person. He is truly evil.
We were all saying, how in the heck did Jake?
I'll be right back, you guys. I'm gonna go get a
out
drink
on the
real quick.
streets and everything like that, serving that suspended sentence. You know, with suspended sentences, technically, if you commit a crime, they can reinstate everything. You know, I think he's gonna have to fulfill that sentence there. On top of that, plus the murder, these people are gonna be doing life without the possibility of parole. Yes, Stephen Fisher will not stop until he finds out what happened to Emmanuel and find him. Stephen Fisher goes by SF Investigates on X Twitter. Go check him out. We were using some of his footage here. He is passionate in finding missing people. He has successfully found missing people, and it seems like he is hell bent on finding Emmanuel. And you know, I think my opinion here, I think he's throwing some hot shots at law enforcement, like, yo, I've used drones, I've detected areas around that property, or the adjacent property, or the back property that butts up against I-10, and I've seen spots of interest, you know, spots around there that need to be looked at, or dug, or get that, you know. I believe the FBI has some sort of technology to be able to tell if the ground has been tampered with. I don't know what it's called offhand. If anyone knows that in the chat, those type of equipment that they could tell if the ground has been, you know, moved and that sort of deal. You need to go back
Burnt house on the same street is very suspicious.
I haven't seen law
He should have
enforcement
already
do a
been
thorough
punishing
search
on
on
the
that
justice
property.
system.
They did a search warrant the weekend, right? So last.
I'm starting to believe that our justice system is not meant to protect children, because I do not understand how he could do everything that he did to his daughter, get out on parole, and then turn around and be able to have another baby. Our system has failed children time and time and time and time again. They have failed domestic victims time and time and time again. So yeah, our system needs a lot of work.
Week and after Thursday, not Thursday we just had, but Thursday before that, over that course of that first couple of days, law enforcement went to the house. They went to the other one too. There was another one too.
Doesn't even matter if the crime scene is released.
Address
people
that
charging
for
affiliated with.
The
They
house
went to this house
and they conducted a search warrant
or letting them in
at
to
this
wreck the
house
scene.
overnight.
Yeah, I also said that. I believe that the stepdad, because remember, it's the stepdad's house. I also believe the stepdad is doing things to try to shake it up. I believe he is also, and the grandma, and the sister. The sister lived on the house on the property in the back.
No
So you're telling me you lived there and you didn't know what was going on? BS.
Images whatsoever exist of law enforcement actually taking cadaver dogs, canine dogs, grid searches or anything, and literally going to the property. I don't believe they did it. That would have been out there because the footage was out there. I mean, some of the local people out there, like I think RMG Media. If I'm saying that wrong, I apologize. I think she goes by Fire Girl and Local Informant. Those are some of the like local grassroots citizen journalists out there. They got some.
Okay, also, and this is just like me thinking out loud. Rebecca said she has mentioned that she knew about Jake Harrow's past, right? And then her family said that they never met Emmanuel. Like, they didn't know she had a child, right? So did she have this child just so Jake can hurt the child? Because at this point, I don't know.
Some of the footage there, but none of their footage shows law enforcement searching the actual property, like outside the house. Outside the house. Because my take on this is you have three scenarios. You have three scenarios. Either the boy was killed there. Yeah, I mean, most people think the boy was killed there, right? Either the boy is buried somewhere around the property, the boy was taken away by the parents or one of them, Jake or Rebecca or whoever else, grandma. We're not gonna put grandma out there like that, but a lot of people like, yo, grandma, Mary, taken away in a vehicle and disposed of, or the trash. The trash. The boy was put in the trash. And this is an adult conversation. The boy is presumed dead, so he's not alive. So what happened? Those are the three scenarios that I think of here. Like either he was taken out in the trash days before this, before the calling, kidnapping, days, a month. There's reports that people haven't seen him for a month. Who knows how far back? Buried somewhere around the property, or taken away and disposed of. I mean, that's the only scenarios I can think here.
Oh, gosh.
Like you would think if she is maintaining her innocence, which she's doing now, she's maintaining her innocence, so she didn't confess. So I don't got a confession from her. I don't know what his status is, but one thing that's interesting that we pointed out, he was at the Robert Presley Detention Center, Jake, and they transferred him to the Larry D. Smith Correctional Facility over the course of the weekend, which is 40 miles away, or 40 minutes away, plus it's farther out than Riverside where he has to go to court anyway, though he could do a teleconference. But why would they ship him to a different place? Is he cooperating? Is he cooperating against her? Because this guy here has more to lose than her per se, I think, but who knows? But they haven't found a manual. So unless they found a manual and they haven't told us or found some remains of the manual, they're not telling us pending toxicology results, medical examiner results, things like that. That could be a scenario too. We don't know, ladies and gentlemen.